Bishop Richard Malone facing tough questions about the priest abuse scandal in an interview that aired nationwide right here on 7 ABC. The bishop turned down multiple interview requests from the I-Team to talk about the scandal, but he spoke with ABC's Nightline, which dedicated last night's entire show to the abuse scandal.
The point is, I can say truthfully to you and to the world that there is no priest who has been accused of abuse of a minor. The case has been investigated and substantiated, who is currently in ministry.
Bishop Malone went on to say he has not spoken to the FBI, but other members of his staff have, and they are fully cooperating. Tonight, 7 Eyewitness News senior reporter Eileen Buckley spoke to the whistleblower, who says she would now testify against her former boss.
Well, for me, it just reminded me that things are so much the way they always were.
Siobhan O'Connor is Malone's former secretary turned whistleblower who worked exclusively with I-Team chief investigator Charlie Specht as he investigated decades of abuse allegations in the diocese. Her former boss faced a grilling about the scandal on Nightline by ABC News reporter David Wright.
No, there's no priest with a substantiated, what you call credible allegation of abuse of a minor in ministry in this diocese. I can testify to that honestly and 100%.
In the interview, O'Connor describes how she discovered a binder in a so-called vacuum cleaner closet at the diocese offices in downtown Buffalo. It contained documents of alleged priest sex abuse cases, but when she tried to bring her concerns to Malone, he didn't react.
He was always very eager to placate me, to tell me not to worry about it, that it wasn't my concern, that wasn't my job, don't get involved.
I mean, I have here an email that she sent to you.
But I'm willing to admit that I didn't handle that properly.
Okay.
And I've learned, believe me, I've learned from it.
Would you be testifying against her?
I would, yes. So in that regard, my testimony might result in him going to jail. And it's hard because I do know him personally, sadly. I think he does need to go to jail. But I would visit him.
Wow.
Malone appeared stunned to hear O'Connor's response.
That is a shocker to me, and disappointing and very distressing.
Do you understand the depth of her anger and disappointment?
Not entirely. Not entirely. To say she thinks I should go to jail, I'm almost speechless to hear that.
Ironically, O'Connor has been asked to be the speaker at a gathering of the Survivors Network of those abused by priests known as SNAP in Washington, D.C. We asked how she felt when Malone declared that he doesn't entirely understand her anger.
That's really a testament to the fact that he often would see and hear what he wanted to see and hear. And I don't believe that he fully understood my frustrations when I did express them to him. I don't know if he really understood the gravity of the emotional distress I was in at times.
Bishop Malone denied there was a cover-up within the church when asked about the diocese originally releasing the names of 42 priests with substantiated claims of abuse against them. Then later the list grew to more than 100. And new tonight, Bishop Malone has made determinations on 3 priests based on an independent review board recommendations. The board was unable to substantiate the allegations against Monsignor John Ryan. He has been returned to ministry. An allegation of child sex abuse against Reverend Pascal Impolito and an allegation of child sexual abuse against Reverend Daniel Pallas have been substantiated. Both priests will remain on administrative leave. To see the entire Nightline interview with Bishop Malone, head to KBW.com. Eileen Buckley, 7 Eyewitness News.